So welcome students. Yesterday I've been sending you a note that is on public debt, which is unit 5. But before starting on with that, let me just wind up with this tax capitalization. Okay, the meaning of this term, that is tax capitalization. Here, this capitalization, okay, most often it occurs at a time of selling, or at a time of transfer or exchange of assets. Here, whenever we talk about these assets, we're talking about those assets that generates an income. Okay, if I say an asset that generates an income, it might be a machine, it might be a building. Okay, so tax capitalization occurs at a time when there is an exchange, or there is at a time when those fixed assets are being sell out. Okay, so yes, to get a clear idea of this tax capitalization, let me give you an example. Suppose I have one machine. Okay, just say a power tiller. Okay, I have this power tiller, and I bought this power tiller at the rate of 1 lakh. Okay, at the rate of 1 lakh. This power tiller, it is my asset, and it is also, I can say, my income generating assets, because after lending, if I lend this power tiller to my whatever, to my friends or relatives or whoever want it, okay, they'll have to pay me something for the services that power tiller has provided. So which means I'll get something as an income from that power tiller. So this power tiller, it is my assets which did generate an income. Okay, so what happened is I did bought this power tiller at a cost of 1 lakh of rupees. And after buying this power tiller, knowing that definitely it will generate an income for me, so what happened was I do have to pay certain tax to the government. Okay, suppose I pay 10% as a tax for this power tiller to the government. Okay, so I've been using this power tiller for quite some time. Let's say after 3 or 4 years I wanted to sell it. Okay, so on selling this power tiller, what happened is I won't sell it at the rate of 1 lakh of rupees. Okay, but what happened is, yes, I bought it at the cost of 1 lakh of rupees, and out of the 1 lakh of rupees that I buy, I did pay to the government something as a tax. Okay, let's say, okay, let's say 10,000 rupees. That is the amount that I pay to the government as a tax. And on selling, when I plan to sell this power tiller, okay, I no longer sell it at 1 lakh of rupees, but instead I did sell it at 90,000 rupees. I deduct the tax that I pay to the government from that main expenditure, from that 1 lakh of rupees. Okay, so I offer for sale my power tiller at a cost of 90,000 rupees. So let's say what happened was, after I offered this price, I have a buyer. Okay, so this buyer, realizing that he get it at 90 rupees, he's quite happy, isn't it? I told him, like, I buy at a rate of 1 lakh rupees, and now I'll sell it at a price of 90,000. That means I exclude the 10,000 rupees that I pay to the government at a time when I sell this assets of mine. Okay, so that 10,000 that I exclude, okay, is referred to as tax capitalization. Okay, so let me say it once again. Talking about this tax capitalization, it is something that relates to the income generating assets, the fixed assets. Okay, it did occurs at a time of selling, at a time of exchanging, or the transfer of those assets. Okay, so taking into consideration my example, yes, I have this power tiller. I bought it at 1 lakh of rupees, and after buying this power tiller at a cost of 1 lakh rupees, I did pay, because it did give me some income, I have to pay 10% as a tax to the government, which means I pay 10,000 rupees as a tax to the government. And again, after using for quite some time, maybe after 4 or 5 years, I plan to sell it. And when I sell it, I no longer sell it at 1 lakh of rupees, but instead I sell it at 90,000 rupees. Why this 90,000 rupees? I deduct the 10,000 rupees that I pay to the government. So what happened was, my buyer do enjoy this 10,000 rupees, which means he no longer have to pay the 10,000 rupees, but instead he get it at 90,000 rupees. So this 10,000 rupees, it is the tax capitalization. So thank you.